Yeah.
Jay.
All right, brother. Hold on. I'll call you back, right? What's up, man?
How you doing, Jay? How long you got?
598,638
No,
months.
no. Did you say 1,000?
Yeah.
What the f happened? What did you do?
I'm being held until trial, and my trial's not for like probably 2-3 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm out. Easy.
Jesus Christ. Well,
It's cooked in here, bro.
yeah. Yeah. Your lifers, they treating you all right? They're good people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Kind of run this, John.
Enjoy that free meal.
Yeah, here, take this too.
Thank you,
know.
bro.
You ever
need it.
You
Fuck it.
ever order a professional cuddler before?
No, I can't say I have.
You know what those are though, right? You've seen them?
Yeah, I have seen them.
Would you be a cuddler? You think you'd be a good one or a bad one?
I mean, I have the build for it for sure.
Do the kind of stuff.
No, I don't think I would though. I
Well,
think
like tough on the mental or what?
You know, I feel like it'll lose its meaning if I did that. You know, cuddling's supposed to be something intimate. You know, something you do with someone that's close to you. You know, if I just started cuddling with random people that paid me, then it wouldn't
be the same for you.
Intimacy away.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking for me and purely for me. I'm not speaking for everybody. You know.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
No shame in your game, right?
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You know. Yeah.
100%. I'm a big believer in that. You know, times is tough, man.
Jay the Cuddler. I could see it. I could see it. Maybe like a short streak, you know?
Well, didn't I just say I wouldn't do it? What do you mean, Jay the Cuddler? You could see it.
No, I'm just saying I could see it like maybe like a quick sprint. Like it doesn't have to be like a marathon full career, but maybe like a little dabble.
Nah, man. I don't think I would even do it once.
It would just, once you get paid for something, you're like, my heart's not in it anymore, you know?
No, I mean, I just wouldn't get paid because I wouldn't even do it. What's with the sudden interest in cuddling, man?
Nothing, you know, just thinking, you know, side hustles and shit.
Okay,
you know,
why? Times is tough. What's the bank account looking like?
Bank account's chilling, you know, we're good.
So
I was just, you know, side hustles, they exist for a reason, you know? Sure, sometimes you got to supplement, like but sometimes, you know, you want to dabble in something different. Side hustles
is for brokies, brother. You're not a brokey. I could think maybe, you know,
he's got a point.
You're like, the way I look at it, maybe side hustle could be like, you know, someone in their retirement that's gotten kind of bored, you know?
Got like nothing else to give, right?
Clark?
No, I'm not bored.
So why are you thinking about this?
I was just thinking about odd jobs, you know? Do you think prostitution should be legal or illegal?
It is legal, right?
It's legal. Yeah, it is legal.
I've actually heard, honestly, you know, I'm glad you're in this prison, right? Because this is a good discussion. I've actually read an article about that, and I've heard like the argument for prostitution is like people are going to do it anyways, right? Might as well make it safer, so just make it legal and you know, put like
exactly.
But then the argument as to why it should be illegal is because like
it sounds just like AIJ Hobbs, bro. It's so funny.
It makes it seem like that's okay or whatever, something like that. I mean, honestly, like,
isn't it?
Do I think it should be legal?
Because it's legal in like Japan, you know. It's legal in a lot of places, but it's also illegal in a lot of places.
After he, after reading that article, I think it should, right? Because I'm thinking about the people that enter that profession, right? I'm thinking,
put yourself in their shoes, right?
Me, yeah, I would think. Okay, let's say I'm a prostitute, right?
Okay, Jay's a prostitute.
I would say, I personally, for me, right? I'm thinking broad scale. I don't know. I think there's two reasons why people would be a prostitute.
Okay.
One is for the love of the game. Right?
You're just good at it. You know, you're probably the best.
Some people might just love that shit. And I like to think that might be the fewer on the lower end. Like most prostitutes aren't in it for the love of the game, I would assume.
Safe assumption.
I don't have the statistics. I don't have the facts. And then 2, I would think most prostitutes are in it for the money, and that they have no other option, right? That's what they know. It's easier and whatnot, right? So I've been thinking about young men and women that enter the game, and that makes me think that maybe it should be legal, so that maybe those young men and women could get protection, you know, like maybe safety under the law, right? Because like I think, bro, I watch a video. I think it's one thing to like, you know, drive into a dark alleyway and pick up a prostitute then versus going into a brothel where there's security and they do like showers and they like, you know, inspect your man part or lady part, right? For any diseases and infections, right? So I think that's the best way to go about it. I think if we were going to make prostitution legal,
when did Jay become a yapper?
In certain areas where it could be monitored, you know, like safety wise, right? Like, you know, let's say me, like, okay, let's switch the roles.
Okay.
Let's say I'm looking to buy a prostitute, right?
Right. You're out there searching, looking for some love.
I think it would be better if the law said that instead of it being illegal where I'm, you know, what if I'm a creep, right? What if I, you know, roll into an alleyway, you know, right? Be like, hey, let me use your services for an hour. Boom, I scam her, I kill her, or maybe I give her a disease, something like that, right? That's awful. But I'm thinking that if we do a brothel, I wouldn't be able to do all that, right? I go in there, they check me for diseases, they clean me, they wash me, and they, you know, search my person, do a criminal. They do background checks. Did you know that? At brothels?
In the legal, I did not know that.
Yes, there's I watched a video on this actually.
Right.
At this brothel, I forget what it was called. It was you've got to search, it's a YouTube video. And they run, if you want to do it, if you're a felon of any sort, any violent, you can't use their services.
I like that.
It's good.
Like illegal brothels or just
way?
Legal brothels?
Legal brothels. Legal.
See, that's a good way to go about it.
But
that makes sense.
But then there's always that argument where like legal brothels are good, but there will always be people doing shit illegally, right? Because the downside of a legal brothel is, let's say I'm a prostitute. Let's go back on the other spectrum, right? I'm back to being a prostitute.
Yeah, you're slanging it.
If I'm a brothel, if I work with a brothel, they're gonna get like 25% of everything I make, right?
Right, taxes. But let's say, I don't want that and shit. You know,
you gotta pay taxes because that's a legal job, right? Just like any other job. So, at that point, it's like 25% plus taxes. Might as well just risk it for the biscuit and just move on my own, right? Next thing you know, I'm at risk of diseases, getting kidnapped, brutally killed, all this stuff, right? So
you're making more money, but the trade-off is definitely there.
It's tough. There's no. This is one of those things where there's no right answer. It's tough. It's a tale as old as time. It's a real tough one.
Would you say that being a professional cuddler is like in its own form of prostitution?
Well, that depends.
Because you're selling, right? I mean, you're selling a service, right? But many people sell services. If I go to a massage spot, I wouldn't say that they're prostitutes. Not that there's anything wrong with being a prostitute.
What's the definition of prostitution? It's sexual acts, right?
It's gotta be, right? There's gotta be some sort of insertion.
So it depends. In some parts of the world, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe in the Middle East, holding hands is considered a sexual act. Is it not?
See, I don't know. I'll take your word for it, though. Let's go with
you probably shouldn't take my word for it.
No, let's take that.
But I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not pretty sure. I honestly feel like I've seen something about that, right?
Sure.
So I feel like it depends what part of the world you're from and your own definition, right? Because, dude, to some people, kissing ain't even a sexual act, to be honest.
So you're saying it varies.
So
person
does,
per person.
Because if you consider cuddling a sexual act, which I would consider it more as something intimate, yeah. So I would consider it more on that end, very intimate, right? And that honestly leads in that direction. So honestly, being a professional cuddler, it is up there. It's
Would you say it's like being a professional kisser, but you don't go past the kissing?
what would I say?
The level of
Yeah,
intimacy does it
being a
equate?
professional. I would say being a professional kisser is also being, you know, a prostitute.
Yeah, chat.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I would 100%. There's no word around that. I would definitely is
What about
prostitute.
what about massage parlor, right? Straight massages, straight up.
Okay.
Is that also with that line of thinking? Because it's an intimate act. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree. I would agree and disagree because massages are more
medical
for, yeah, like, you know, loosening the muscles. You know, you got some knots you need to rub out, all this and that helps you perform better. I would honestly actually go as far as to like, even I agree, but I would more disagree than I agree.
But wouldn't you say that a massage loosens the muscles while cuddling loosens the heart?
And the heart is a muscle.
The heart is definitely a muscle, but it doesn't actually loosen the heart. It metaphorically loosens the heart.
Exactly.
Like it. So I would beg to differ even more because I think that makes it even more different.